48 hours, no stored food, no shortcuts. Just the wild coastline of northern Australia and the determination to survive. From mud-slick mangroves hiding giant crabs to the open sea teeming with yellowfin tuna, this survival challenge is about endurance, skill, and respect for nature. The story begins in the mangroves of northern Australia, a place both beautiful and unforgiving. Dramatic tides expose mudflats that hold danger and opportunity. For 2 days, the mission is clear but harsh. Survive only on what can be caught. No stored food, no conveniences. It is less about strength than knowledge, patience, and resilience. From tracking crabs to battling fish offshore, every choice means success or hunger.
I literally just lost the first legal crab. That was so embarrassing. My shoe got caught and it's come off my foot. He's gone down the hole. Wait, is that one there? Oh my God. All right, fear not. We're gonna get crabs. They're friggin' everywhere. Is that seriously another one right there? Look at that. We have one crab there. One's just gone down a hole in there. And we got another one sitting right here. I'm gonna have to leave these here. Look at that. I can't even walk. Oh, they don't even come out of the mud. Oh man. Well, I'll come back for these. I'll leave them right there. From here on out, I'm gonna have to go barefoot.
But persistence pays off when he finally secures a legal-sized crab, a valuable source of protein for the hours ahead.
Unless he's touched, look at that. Staying completely camouflaged. Oh, he's legal, all right. Look at that, guys. We got one. We got one, all right.
As he continues, an unexpected distraction arrives. Several helicopters buzz overhead, their engines echoing across the wetlands. For a moment, he fears he has entered a restricted zone, a mistake that could cost him the entire challenge.
Oh. We got one already, baby. We got a crab. Just like that. I knew it was possible. We've already got our first meal for the day. That's so good. A nice buck. I don't need to measure him. I know that he's legal. And we'll get him in the bag.
After checking carefully, relief sets in. He is safe to continue. Then the encounter of the day.
I'm literally getting swarmed by helicopters. I have a weird feeling I'm in some army base camp or something where I'm not supposed to be. So bear with me. I may be getting bloody arrested here. They're like landing. So I don't know. We got a crab in the bag. I'm definitely not in a green zone. So I know that for sure. But I don't know why I'm getting swarmed by helicopters right now. This is nuts. I've been trying to avoid them the whole time, guys, but I can't get a second to talk. They're just circling me. So it's kind of weird. But I mean, whatever happens, we'll keep filming. Hey, I could be getting bloody arrested here by the Australian Army. But here we go. Nice big muddy in the bag. He's a good legal one. I'll get him in and we'll keep looking. Look at this, guys. I'm so remote and they're just circling. Helicopter right there. It's really annoying, but they're very interested in what I'm doing. I mean, as they should be. This is unreal.
A massive mud crab, the largest he has ever seen.
Oh! What? That is the biggest crab I've ever seen in my entire life. The biggest crab. I'm not even kidding. Look at that claw compared to my fist. The only problem is, guys, this guy's soft. He's grunting at me. Look at the freaking size of this specimen. Okay, guys, I think I have to make a decision here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see, but he's bending. This crab is soft. If I push there, look at that. He's soft and weak. He's currently going through like a shedding stage and he's going to be growing back a new shell. So I was so excited. I think I'm gonna let this guy go. I'm breaking his back.
Yet, when inspected closely, it becomes clear the crab is molting, its shell soft and body vulnerable. Taking such a crab would not only yield poor meat, but also damage the local population. With discipline, he releases it back into the mud.
What the hell was that? That was my most impressive catch by far. That thing would have been like they honestly really don't get any bigger than that. Like I've never seen a crab that grows bigger than that or heard of it. So I'll let that king do what he's got to do and reproduce this whole area and we'll keep looking for good eating ones.
Soon after, he finds a male crab beside a female and once again chooses conservation over consumption, letting them both go. By midday, he gathers enough for a meal. At a sheltered spot near a freshwater stream, he sets up a simple fire and boils the crabs.
I'll cook this one and see how I feel, but realistically, I should be saving the second one for dinner, right? So might have to do that. We'll see. Oh, that's hot. Done skis. Just collected some sandy, but cold seawater to help cool it down. It's not quite an ice slurry, but that'll help cool the crab down better than it's sitting in the sun. Look at that white meat right there. That's what it's all about. I don't know if it's because I'm starving every time that I cook a crab, but I gotta say, they're one of my favorite things to catch and cook in Australia. That just pulled right out. Look at that. The very last bite. Nature's lollipop going in the gob. That's a mud crab for you. One of the most delicious crustaceans on earth.
The meat is sweet, firm, and deeply satisfying. One crab is reserved for dinner while preparations begin for the next stage, fishing at sea.
I'm starving. I feel like absolute crap, but I'm out in a beautiful location. The sun's about to peek its head up over the horizon there. Check out the moon that's setting behind me. It's been so bright. I came out here at the crack of dawn. The whole boat trip out here was lit up by that moon. It was awesome. But what we're gonna be doing is running these two lures, the hard bodies. I've caught fish on both of these. And the plan is I'm gonna try and replicate last week's video. If you didn't see that, I caught my first ever Spanish mackerel. Get him in, get him in. It was bloody epic. So hopefully that happens again, and then that'll sort us for the rest of the day. And once that sun comes up enough to see that water, I'll get the lures in and we'll start trolling the reef.
At dawn the following morning, the real test begins. The boat pushes into open water just as the sun lifts above the horizon. The first strike comes quickly, a shark mackerel, strong and sleek. But the highlight arrives soon after.
Hook up, double hook up, double hook up. Oh my Lord. Woo! Double hookup, man. Double goddamn hookup. How am I gonna do this? How am I going to do this? Are you friggin' kidding me? Woo! Oh, this one's still going. I'm still on both rods. That one seems lighter. It's got something on it. Alright, when I see some colour, we'll know. Please be a Spanish. Look at this thing going too. Oh, it's heavy, guys. That's a tuna. We got a yellowfin tuna. We have a yellowfin tuna. We got a nice jelly bean, look at that. There it goes. There it goes, jelly bean off. It's in. It's in. Tuna is in the boat.
His line tightens, the rod bends, and after a hard battle, he hauls in not one but two yellowfin tuna. Each fish is a prize, their strength and speed reflecting the raw power of the ocean. Back among the mangroves, he honors the catch with care. Using a sharp blade, he slices into the tuna, preparing sashimi so fresh it almost glistens. The taste is clean and delicate, a reward for the effort it took to earn it. As evening approaches, he moves to the shoreline, building a small beach kitchen. He coats thick tuna fillets in flour and curry powder before lowering them into hot oil over the fire. The crackle of frying fish mixes with the sound of waves. As the sun dips below the horizon, he eats one of the most memorable meals of his life. Crispy, flavorful, and born of survival. Mud crabs, a delicacy in Australia, are also a vital species for coastal ecosystems. Catching responsibly, releasing those in molting stages or breeding pairs ensures future generations continue to thrive. Yellowfin tuna, prized across the globe for their taste and strength, highlight the biodiversity of these waters. For a survivalist, these species are not just food, but symbols of a balance between taking and respecting. As the 48 hours come to a close, the survivalist breaks down his simple camp, cleans the cooking area, and prepares to return home. The challenge has proven that survival is more than catching food. It is about knowledge, patience, and harmony with the wild. For viewers, it stands as a reminder. The greatest meals are often the hardest earned. If you enjoyed this adventure, be sure to like, subscribe, and join the next journey into catch and cook survival. The day begins with one mission: to dive deep and gather enough fish for Uncle E to transform into a traditional island meal. With nothing but a 3-pronged spear, a rope line, and years of instinct, the diver slips beneath the surface, entering a world where every shadow could be food or a threat. The current is steady, visibility is sharp, and the reef below is alive with movement. For this hunt, skill and timing will decide everything.
For this spot, this is about as good as it gets. I got a lot of exploring to do and a lot of grounds to cover. Shee! Woo! So my 3-prong kui is long and I can just string them up while I'm down here and continue hunting.
The first target emerges almost immediately. A kou, glinting in the sunlight, is struck cleanly with the spear and strung onto the line. Moments later, a machi joins the catch, its silver body flashing as it's secured.
The popa, so I was pretty stoked I was able to harvest one for him. The kui's looking good, but I like to get one more, so I take another drop. When I'm diving with this setup, I like to drop.
The reef continues to give, another kou followed by an omalu, better known as jack. But the highlight comes when a prized poa is taken, the exact fish Uncle E had hoped for.
I had to power up my CT9 major for that one. That's a Kole size.
Each strike adds to the harvest, each dive bringing new rewards. But the ocean has more in store. Switching to a larger spear gun, the diver locks onto a massive koe.
Not bad with the CT9, but if you want a CT9 like mine, I gut and scale a couple of these guys, and then I put my 3-prong on the float and bust out the big guns.
The shot lands true, and the struggle that follows draws the attention of unexpected visitors, a pod of bottlenose dolphins circling with curiosity. Their presence is brief, but what follows is far less welcome.
He just keeps circling me, and now I'm sitting on my butt watching his every move, making sure he doesn't try anything funny while I'm down here. I continue to rotate with him, but I can't go anymore, so I flip back over onto my stomach, and then I notice these collies. I was thinking about plugging this one right here, but it's kind of on the small side, so I just let him go. Good thing I let the smaller one go, because in this pile there's a nice size one. I didn't have my gun ready and they start circling behind me. So once again, I'm sitting on my butt and you can see my legs crossed in this awkward position.
A massive fish cutting across the diver's path, circling with slow, deliberate movements. The diver steadies his breath, waits, and eventually the giant drifts away. The hunt resumes.
Then I got one of my favorite fish for grind. Next drop, and I spotted 2 nice kumus on my way down. How's this Opelukala tripping out? No need to worry, I'm not down here spearfishing. I'm down here shaka fishing, cuz sometimes I like to take drops with an unloaded spear gun and just pretend like I'm hunting. Nah, I gave him chance on this one, but on my next drop, same spot. I got this thing loaded now and they coming in hot. I take aim and they start swimming to my left and I can't swing my gun fast enough, so I bust out 2 hands and these gonzos are ready. Now I'm freaking out because I got this big boulder to my left and I can't see anything. Then I notice some nice big fat moose coming in, so I try to see if I can inch my way closer to one. The moo were over it, so I take one quick peek to my left and then I spotted the kumu. He came back for Uncle E. I got a nice shot on him and he makes a run for it, but I just start swimming this guy up to the surface. Beautiful kumu right here. These are pretty rare in Hawaii. Hunks turns this fish into something pretty special later on. But right now I throw this guy into my gun kui, and now I got 2 nice ones ready to go.
The hunt resumes. Another collie is added, then a rare kumu, a deep red goatfish once reserved for Hawaiian chiefs.
It was hard to tell his actual size when I was on top of the ledge looking down, but fatty for sure. I'm Pao Hana right now, so I put this guy into my gun kui. I wrap him up around my waist, clip my gun to my belt, I clip my float to my belt, and I start hauling a kole back to Uncle E's. I'm back at Uncle E's, and this is the zone that it can get you if you're not careful. Woo! That was a long swim back, but I scored some nice ones today. I got all the fish packed up in the bag, and let's go check out Uncle E. Yeah, check them out. Today was a big day.
Grandpa. Oh, and cool. Whoa, boys. Bananas. Wow. A monster. Look at the amount on this.
Oh.
Hey, moto. Keep your bebedies on.
Oh.
Bunch of freaking palani. They actually call it, but they palani size. Oh, look at this disco ball spinning around.
We go fry these up. These are ready.
Okay, let's do it. Slow fried. Whenever you go and look at the coconut tree, make sure no more dry ones. Oh, still get water, gang it. We'll add that to the soup after. Make copa soup.
We gotta go clean some fish right now.
Murph status. Oh, first things first, we gotta do the soup. If you're looking at you're on fat collie head, we're gonna do some ginger, some garlic, some inside. This lemon, I don't slight sour component. Coconut Earl, making them perfect. Hiya. Aloha namanini man polo. We'll put in a little bit coconut water, a little bit vinegar, sugarcane vinegar. Good already. I add some water. Start souping them. Coconut can. I'm gonna put some of the kole oil from earlier. Kole's killer. Called orange at Earl. Almost.
Oh! Should grab the heads now or something.
So we use one of the Moana collies. Went to the sashimi. We get one fresh lemon and shoyu sauce over there. The thing's killer. It's a coconut bowl. And we put the soup inside. And then you just top that with a little bit of fish. This is the kumu. Let's throw that in the bowl. That's the rada.
Auntie. Wow.
Kumu cocktail. Some popolo. Here you go, much. That's the Moana collie cocktail.
Oh, you gotta cheers, Auntie.
Oh, chaka.
Itadakimasu.
So blessed to eat food with you guys. Thank you for having me, bro.
Bro, we're blessed to have you as in brother. Like toast up the nori a little bit, make them a little bit more drier and crispy. One bite. The collie is creamy, fresh. No riverside.
The day ends with fried fish, steaming soup, and fresh sashimi. A meal that carries the taste of the ocean and the spirit of living in balance with it. Early ice, shallow waters, and the first spears of the season. What waits beneath the frozen surface might just become dinner at the cabin. The season has only just begun and the lake is coated in 6 inches of fresh ice. It's thick enough to walk on, but every crack underfoot is a reminder of the risk.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back. As you can see, a little different scenery. We got some ice. We got about 6-7 inches.
A small fishing shack is set up against the bitter cold, heater on, hole drilled, and the Wonder Bread decoy lowered into 4 feet of water. The plan is simple. Sight fish through the crystal clear ice, spear if the chance arrives, and hope for pike, walleye, or maybe even crappie before sundown.
Hopefully some fish are lurking, and hopefully we can get some dinner. Me and old Sasher to whip up in the kitchen. Always get this ready first in case a big one comes by. And there is some giants in here, so it's always pretty exciting. Alright, I think that'll about do it. Whew, it's getting toasty now. All set up. Got some hydration. And let's see if we can't get a big one.
It doesn't take long. A northern pike glides in and strikes.
Got him. Had to get a video real quick. Alrighty. Well, that didn't take long. Just tried to call my dad, set the phone down, hit you guys on, and of course I had just turned you guys off. But we got a pike. And lots of times, you can see how it murked it up. Lots of times, if you pull them out fairly quick, get the decoy back down there, lots of fish see that murk and they'll kind of like another attractant, but I'm trying to figure out which way to take this fish out. I'll probably take him out this way. Not huge, nice medium-sized one, but definitely not small. Yes. Which way to take this fish out? I'll probably take him out this way. Not huge, nice medium-sized one, but definitely not small. Yes. That's a pretty good pike, actually. That's a pretty good one.
Pulled clean from the water, its thrashing body proof that winter fishing rewards patience.
That's pretty cool. Don't freak out, buddy. There we go. Oh yeah. Pretty decent pike right there. Koi back down and see if we can't get another. That was pretty cool. Not quite big enough to measure and worry about. He's a nice medium-sized one though. Get a couple of those, we'll be eating good.
Minutes later, another pike cruises below. Smaller this time, but no less thrilling.
Got him. Both times I was on my phone. This time I had you guys going. Last time I had just shut you off and I looked down. Someone just walked right next to me. I think they actually chased this pike to me. This one's a little bit smaller, but early in the year. I've only been here 10 more minutes. I've only been here about 45 minutes, so I'll take it. We eating good. Undo this and get him out real quick. Not near as big, but he's still on a run.
As the water settles, silhouettes appear. A school of crappie, tall and heavy-backed. They hesitate, ignoring the tungsten jig. Hours pass, light fading, and just as doubt sets in, a massive crappie finally bites.
Oh, and I got him. I got that crappie. No, I did get him. Huh. I got the crappie. That's funny. I don't know if you guys could have saw that, but right at sundown, big old frickin' tall crappie. Look at that thing. That's a frickin' meaty. Look at the backbone on it. Not super long, but that's a nice crappie right there.
Its frame thick, its body built for the pan. Back at the cabin, the day's work becomes dinner. Pike tails are trimmed, bones and dark meat carved away until only white fillets remain. The recipe is unconventional yet simple.
Sasha really liked it, so it's pretty easy.
Real simple, and all you do, mix two things together in the fryer, and kaboom. Throw her in, and basically, let's do its own thing, yeah. We got our pike tails separated right here. Got some napkins below them to suck out all the moisture. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that line out, and then you got nice fillets left with them. Cut all the dark meat out, and kaboom. Big old meaty fillet. And basically, all I like to do is just cut that little line out right there. You got some nice fillets. All good.
And the jalapenos out.
Mustard and jalapenos, dipped in beer batter, then fried until golden crisp.
Are you ready, Sasha?
Yep.
There you go. Nice and tender. Look at that. Boom. Jalapeno and mustard. All right. Round two.
Another batch sizzles with steak seasoning, creating 2 plates to compare.
Look at this yumminess. I'm excited.
Cool down. Give her a try.
Many dismiss pike as poor eating, but the result tells a different story. Clean white meat, tender and surprisingly delicious.
And then the regular jalapeno mustard beer batter. Honestly, it all looks pretty good. Buddy's knocking on pike. Let me just show you one more time. Look how white that meat is right there. That is some crisp white meat.
Going for a crispy one.
Try now. I'm gonna try one of these.
From the first crack of early ice to the warmth of the cabin table, the catch has come full circle. Survival, adventure, and a meal shared in the wild. If you enjoy the journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for the next chapter of Catch and Cook Survival.